First, let's look at their bank accounts, their budget. This is like their allowance for buying war toys. The United States, their budget is insane. This year alone, they're spending around $886 billion. That's more than the combined military budgets of dozens of other countries. What do they do with all that money? R&D, buying F-35 jets that cost tens of millions each, paying personnel. Basically, they have an endless supply of cash. That's why their military technology is always ahead of the curve. Russia. Their budget is much lower than the US, around $86 billion. A huge gap, right, but don't be fooled. With that money, they focus on different things. They're all about developing hypersonic weapons, ballistic missiles, and modernizing their old Soviet-era gear. They're not playing a numbers game. They're focusing on strategic weapons that have a major deterrent effect. China. This is the one on the rise. Their military budget is around $124 billion. China is sprinting to catch up. They're building their own aircraft carriers, stealth fighters, and expanding their navy at a rapid pace. Their goal is clear, to rival the US, especially in the Asia-Pacific region. So, when it comes to money, the US is the clear winner. Now, let's talk about people, the number of soldiers. The United States has around 1.3 million active personnel, plus another 800,000 in the reserves. Their soldiers are highly trained, professional, and have experience in many different conflict zones. Russia. They have about 1.1 million active personnel. The numbers are similar, but many experts say their training and equipment aren't as modern as the US or even China's. However, they have an advantage in heavy weapon systems, like tanks and artillery. China. This is where they shine in quantity. They have the largest armed forces in the world. Around 2 million active personnel. Insane, right? They can mobilize a massive number of troops. So, if you're talking about sheer numbers, China has the most. But when it comes to quality and combat experience, the US is still on top. Now for the most exciting part, the unique strengths of each country. The United States, aircraft carriers, they have 11 of them. Russia and China only have a couple each. An aircraft carrier is like a mobile military base on the ocean. It can carry dozens of fighter jets and be sent anywhere in the world. They also have an edge in stealth aircraft technology, like the F-22 and F-35. They can play pretty much anywhere they want. Russia, as we mentioned, they're the kings of hypersonic weapons. Hypersonic missiles are incredibly fast, almost impossible to track, and can hit their targets with high accuracy. They also have a formidable fleet of nuclear submarines and thousands of nuclear warheads that make other countries think twice. China. They are all in on drone technology and ballistic missiles. China is a manufacturing powerhouse. They can produce military equipment in huge numbers at a lower cost. They are also heavily focused on developing their navy, with the goal of matching the US. In the Asia-Pacific waters, the US excels in technology, global power projection, and experience. They can project force anywhere in the world. Russia has their ace in the hole with strategic weapons that can cripple an opponent, even with a smaller budget. China has incredible numbers, and they are a new, rising power that is catching up fast. Ultimately, military power isn't just about who has the most planes or tanks. It's also about who can use that power effectively, and most importantly, who can prevent a war from happening in the first place. Because in the modern era, a large-scale war between these three countries wouldn't just be scary. It would be a nightmare for the entire world. What do you guys think? Are there any other countries you find intimidating? Let me know in the comments.